Hey guys, it's Nick from Australia Speed and Performance, and today we're fitting a Cat-Back exhaust system to this Ram Bighorn. The Cat-Back of our choice is Ramjet exhaust, so come along for the ride. So, step one on getting the stock one out, there's a little clamp here with a little slip joint. Alright, you take that clamp off and that will get your driver's side exhaust, reconnector pipe, tip, everything out. The passenger side, unfortunately, is connected to this whole piece. So you'll be taking 2 bolts out of this flange, then you got a hanger, you got 2 hangers right up at the top, and then you got another hanger all the way down at the back. Then this whole piece comes off, all right? Usually you'll slide it down this way here. All right, so we'll go ahead and remove the rear section, and then we'll move to the middle. All right guys, so this clamp right up at the top. Now, best way to do it is probably with a ratchet spanner. It's a size 15. It's a 15mm, so you can use a socket. I recommend a ratchet spanner. If you got one that's a little bit longer for the leverage, it would be better. But yeah, you loosen that, WD-40, the pipe, the clamp, everything, and then you'll be good to slide it off.
Mate, that doesn't look like WD.
RP7. We're gonna take this rubber hanger off first. This is why he stays up in the office, guys. All right guys, so we got this tool here that will help you remove the rubber hangers, especially because these can be quite a bit hard to get off, especially once they dry up. They just do not want to move. So,
and if someone doesn't have that, what can they use?
A lot of WD, move it around, and once the WD gets in between the rubber and the actual hanger, it should just slide off. But sometimes if the rubber is quite tight on it, the WD struggles to get in there and it just becomes a bit of a pain. It's nearly out, boys, as you can see. And girls, I don't discriminate.
There we go.
So even once you loosen these clamps, they do tend to still be tight. So I like to pry the inside to make sure that the clamp actually releases tension on the pipe. And then once you have this rear hanger off, just wiggle the pipe back and forth, make sure you spray WD, and that's the driver's side rear pipe out. All right guys, so rain check. 16mm for these 2 bolts that hold this flange on. Then once you remove these 2 bolts, there's a rubber hanger up there in the corner. Remove that. And then 2 up there, which I showed you guys before. And then this whole section here and the whole back comes off all in one piece. So once we remove this, we'll show you how that goes. Sometimes I feel like I'm the only worker here. Bashton gives me like 100 cars at once, but I've only got 2 arms. Look at that, right in there. And that just comes virtually right out. Oh, wow. Wow. We're good. We're good. No, okay, so I'm just putting this up because when I took one of them off, the entire exhaust fell down. And then it makes the other hanger harder to get off because there's more of a tension on that rubber. So I'm lifting this back up, just putting the tip in, just to rest it up, to relieve some of the pressure, get that other one out, and then I'll come remove this and take the entire exhaust off. There we go. Now that's the whole mid section off. Now we've only got the back and the front, and then that entire exhaust comes off. All right, so once this part is ready to come out, you're gonna need 2 people because it is one massive piece. So it's very hard to do by yourself and not really safe. So you'll get 1 person on the back, 1 person on the front, take these last ones off, and then slide it out through the front, which we'll show you in a second. Yeah, I got it. Alrighty. Alright, last part before we start bolting up the Ramjet exhaust is this one singular pipe. So it's two 15mm nuts. These little studs are a part of the stock exhaust. And the Ramjet exhaust, one thing that I do like is the fact it just slides straight on and you put the stock nuts straight back on it. So we'll do that now. Just like that. Alright guys, so now that the whole stock Cat-Back system is off, we are now fitting the Ramjet Cat-Back. So the first one that bolts straight on is the RM15E/CB. So that's the first one that you're gonna grab and bolt straight on. It's like kid on Christmas, mate. So this is a Cat-Back pipe. That's the first one that goes on. And then that will bolt up to the muffler. The one thing I do like about the Ramjet Cat-Back is the way that they have made it so easy to just bolt up straight to the factory flange using that dome piece. So slide straight on. And then you use your stock nuts. Now one thing to do when bolting up any exhaust, if you guys want a tip, is leave most of it loose. Get all your parts up first. It makes it so much easier to actually fit. So when you come to the point of doing the muffler, you want the flanges facing up because the muffler hangs from these rubbers and bolts straight up to here. Okay, so the next box you're going to be grabbing is the RM15FM, which is the X-pipe muffler. Wow, look at that packaging from Ramjet.
Alright guys, so you can see there's an X-pipe in there. Oh, if you can see. X-pipe running straight through this muffler. So good technology from Ramjet.
Okay, so once you have the muffler out, you're going to want to grab the corresponding hanger, which is a limited RM15F. That will bolt straight on to that bracket. Come for a little walk. Why are you getting so close for? Alright, so as you can see, there's one hanger that's lower and one hanger that's higher. So the way that you're going to want to bolt it on is quite simple. Alright, so once you bolt it on, you're going to use these two bolts that come in the packet with the hanger. These two bolts are 13mm. Do them up tight, there's no need for them to be loose. And then once those are on, you want to put as much WD-40 as you can. Alright guys, so once you have the hanger on, and you've lubed up the hangers, the rubbers, everything like that, now it's time to put it up. So the best way to do it is slide one in. See how easy that slides in because of WD, and slide the other one in. So get a bolt and a nut ready. Like I said, just be careful because that will be very slippery. And we're back in business. Alright guys, so once you get up to the last bolt, it's pretty straightforward, pretty easy. Now when you do these up, you will need an open end for the nut because you can't get a socket on it. Alright, so the next boxes are RM15G LL and LR. These are your rear connector pipes, LL being left and LR being right. So it's up to you guys, whatever you want to pick first. I usually go for the passenger side first because that tends to be the harder one. It is a longer pipe, especially to do all by yourself. Alright, so once you have the rear connector pipe out, you're just going to slide it right over the top here. Hold it onto that flange, slide your gasket in, and at least get one bolt and nut in. Once that one bolt and nut in, you can just rest it there.
No, you're good with your fingers, eh?
Yeah, I know. So once you have the left side up, you can now go to the 15G LR, which is the right side, which is a very straightforward one. Go straight over the top here. I'll show you now.
So the part numbers that Nick's been mentioning on these Ram exhausts for the Ramjet Might be different per model, so there's classic and there's limited or DS and DT. So the exact part number might be a bit different depending on what you got, especially the sound level can change the part number as well. But the majority of it is the same, so you can use that as a basis, what Nick's been saying.
All right, guys, so once you have the right rear connector pipe out, come around to my right side, Bastion.
Big business.
Yeah, businessman over here, yeah? You're gonna slide it over the top, just like that. And then you're gonna slide your gasket in and put your bolts in. Like I said before, at least put one bolt in and a nut, and then you can let the pipe go. Watch your head. And that's it. All right, guys, so the next part number, RM15HSL. Now, if you got a muffled rear tip, it will say ML for the left-hand side, but these are straight pipe rear, so it is saying SL for straight left. So we are now gonna put the left rear tip on. So this is a straight pipe tip. I like how they wrap this because when this gets damaged and scratched up, you see it. So the fact that it's nice and wrapped, you do the job, you get it done, and then you take it off, it's nice and polished. So the way that I do it, there is a hanger, but I like to bolt the flange on first, and then you put the actual hanger on, because you can slide the hanger in and then bolt it down. Okay, so this is the part number for the hanger. So it's RM15HML. Now, if you did get a straight pipe tip, it will not say SL. They all say ML, simply because the bracket is the same height, whether it's a muffled one or a straight pipe one. So the way that they have made the bracket is they have adjusted the height based off if it's on a muffler or if it's on a straight pipe. So don't worry about that part number. ML will fit for both. All right, guys, so when it comes to putting this hanger in, lace it in WD, lace that in WD, and it will just slide perfectly in. And it moves around a bit all the way up until the WD dries up, but that gives you enough time to get it how you want it and gives you time to put the 13mm bolts in. All right, guys, so the last part is RM15HSR, which is straight right, and that's the last piece of the puzzle. So we're gonna be bolting this up. Just like the other side, bolt it up without putting the hanger up. All right, guys, so the hanger part number, again, don't look at the M. It's going to be the M, whether it's a muffler or if it's a straight pipe as well. So don't worry about that, but that's the part number for your last hanger for the right-hand side. All right, guys, so now that you've done this rear hanger up tight, the whole rear section is done. The whole exhaust is currently on, but everything's loose. So the next step after this is go over the entire thing and do up each bolt, every nut, every bolt, do it all up tight. Then you're going to come to the rear and see how the actual exhaust tips line up.
I'm on cinematic mode.
All right, guys, so once you do all the bolts up, you're going to have a look at how the exhaust tips fit. As we can see, just with the gasket, this exhaust tip fits pretty well, but over here, this one's a bit off to the right. Now, the one thing that I do like about the Ramjet exhaust is how they do supply little spaces that are kicked out to the left and also up, and they're like a universal thing. You can push it to the left, the right, up, down, and they're pretty sure they got like a 4mm one, which is like a bigger one, and then they got like a 2mm one that's a little bit smaller. So based on how far it needs to move across, judging by this, I reckon I'll put the big one in to push the exhaust tip over to the left, and we'll do that and see how it turns out. All right, guys, so here we have a flange wedge. Now this one kicks out to the side. You can either put it on the left or the right, depending on what side you need to go. So we're gonna be putting the thicker side on the right-hand side of the flange to push the exhaust tip out to the left. So we'll do that and we'll see how it looks. All right, guys, so as you can see, come show on, Bastion. We've put the flange in. Now with the exhaust tips, you don't need to put a gasket, all right? Once you put the flange in, that's it. And as you can see, it's pushed it over enough and sat it right in the middle. So now you can rip these little plastic bits off and have a nice shiny tip. All right, guys, so as you can see, we've got the finished product. So we're gonna give it a start and listen to how it sounds. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this helped. If you guys want to buy the Cat-Back system or the full exhaust, the link is in the description.